Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Duke Silver. Today we're going to be playing the new and nerfed or improved, depending on who you ask, Fisher King. So instead of getting a level 6 treasure at level 5, you get a selection of 4 level 5 treasures. So Jack's Magic Beans definitely go way up in value on this version of the hero. I think Baby Mimic is still very good, but the bottled ship is not nearly as exciting. We get to triple a cat here early. We do take some damage to a big ranged character. I mean, we are only running 3 there, so I guess that's fair, but we get a shot at a level 3 treasure with our Wishing Fountain, so I think the damage is probably a fine trade-off. Kind of an awkward level 3 shop here. We're going to take the Agent of the Moon here and the Slay Amulet, or Slamulet if you will. I should have maybe taken the Dachshund. The Dachshund is just so many more stats, but I don't know. I think I was trying to get cute with it here and take the Agent of the Moon with the Slay item so it could scale itself. But honestly, like long term, I don't think that's really that great of a plan in a vacuum, anyways. And the Dachshund is just a really reasonable amount of stats, especially if you can pick up literally any other dog or farmer, of course. Another pretty awkward shop here. We're just gonna take the Acolyte and put it in front of the support as a enhanced ranged character. Pretty big board on Guanyin there, and we do take a bunch of damage. We got our level 3 treasure. Chrono Crystal, with taking all this damage early, like Chrono Crystal was tempting, but we gotta just take the Baby Mimic here. We're gonna take a cat box, and I mean we would really like to build into some cat synergies here with all these cats that we picked up early. And hey, there's those Dachshunds, and you can see just how many stats you get from the Dachshunds. So they're definitely worth picking up. We lose another one there, dropping down to 17. We're not losing a ton of health at a time, but it is all adding up. We're going to take a Rapunzel and Rapunzel's Prince here. Definitely just like the best tempo option in the shop here. I mean, Rapunzel just like a very large, unyielding character pretty early, which is really nice. We're just going to throw some stats onto the Rapunzel's Prince because I think it sticks around longer term than the Agent of the Moon, and also it can scale the Agent of the Moon itself, just like that. We managed to knock out Phantom there, who I guess they switched into Phantom or they rerolled their heroes or something, because that's a little bit late for them to be on Phantom, but they might have just popped a Matryoshka doll or something. We're gonna pick up a cat choir. There's a payoff for some of the cat synergies that we've been building up here. I mean, it's kind of awkward not being able to play them all, but so we decided to just not play the crew members and just play our cats, and we fight a pretty strong Sunday Hada who has a lot more cat choirs than we do. We get 1 and they've got 5. Although I think they did spike 1, but still finding 2 more after spiking 1 is pretty wild on 4.1. Alright, we pick up just a couple pairs here. We've got a very symmetrical board happening. Symmetrical-ish, at least. And yeah, opponent has a golden backline, and once again we take another hit. We've just been getting beat up the entire lobby here, but we finally hit our treasure, and with our Baby Mimic, we're gonna absolutely slam this harp. It's not active right now, but we can take steps to get there. We're fine with playing down if we need to. We do have this crew member chain started, so all those harp stats make these crew members actually really good. And we're gonna be able to pick up a catnip in a bottle here and continue our cat mongering. Got a dwarf board here, but we have gotten a huge power spike, and we win very handily. The Rune of Rising Power and Dagger probably don't matter too much, but they are still just even more stats. And I'm happy to take an XP spell there. I'm pretty confident that we can win this next fight. I mean, it's an Aladdin board, so if they hit like a power spike, they could also be very strong, so I guess it's not guaranteed or anything, but again, I felt pretty confident in my my newly gained stats here. We get some scaling on our cat choir there, and we knock Aladdin down to 3. So nice to knock a powerful endgame hero down like that. We get another level 5 treasure, and we're gonna take the hero mask. If we had like more permanent stats, like all our stats are coming from our aura, from our harp, so I would have taken Herc there. I mean, it would be a lot of stats, potentially. But I think we're just going to take the... we've got a lot of stats right now, so we're pretty stable. So I think we have time to get use out of this treasure hamster. And we're against the cat choir board once again. They're much less of a threat, though, unless they found a cat queen this turn. But they would have had to be up on XP as well. And it looks like they aren't, so they're just still kind of riding this cat queen, or these cat choirs. And they haven't really grown too much, and yeah, we win very, very easily there. We could add a couple monkeys to our summon chain, which, I mean, it's always very tempting, but I think we just pass on it. Like, I just don't think that's really helping us right now. We don't have a way to put stats on. We don't have like a Sinbad or anything like that going right now, so it's just a little less enticing. And I don't really want to. I mean, there's a lot of other things that I want to find on level 6, anyways, rather than invest. And there's one of them, the Cat Queen. So we're happy to take the Cat Queen, and I think we wanna cut the Rapunzel's Prince now. The Rapunzel's still a decently sized unyielding character, even without boost support, so I was considering just taking this this Narc, but I figured maybe we can potentially do better, so we are going to take one more roll. And we find another Narc, so this one we are actually going to sell for. I mean, getting a shot at another level 6 treasure just seems good to me. There's a lot of good hits for us. Oh, by the way, I should note that there has been sort of a hot fix or like a sort of adjustment patch that went out I believe yesterday. So this is still on the old patch when Sinbad was giving 100% of his stats to the bench, as well as there's a lot of like hero sort of adjustments for hero power, which I think were overall good. And yeah, I say that because we're gonna pick up a Sinbad right here. And yeah, I think it's a lot better. I mean, with the summon chain, of course, it's going to be a lot better than our Rapunzel. We could actually sell out of the Rapunzel there, as I think the Sinbad's just. I mean, of course, it's much better, but just the Rapunzel not really adding much. And yeah, the Sinbad, even without anything else, like I mean, with just the harp and Cat Queen stats, is going to be really, really formidable. It's really adding to the stats that we're getting from this Cat Queen. Once again, we knock Aladdin down to 1 there. I guess they gained a bunch of health, and because we left them at 3 the first time, and they managed to battle back. We are of course going to take a second Cat Queen, and we've got the Cat Cabinet, which we're going to have to summon just to keep our harp stats going. But we are finally starting to collect level 6s now. I mean, this is the reason that we took Hamster. We want to hit a level 7 at some point with these level 6 triples. There is a triple for our crew member, and I think we are going to lock it. It's going to make our summon chain a lot better, so I think it's definitely worth it. There goes our Sinbad, which means everything else that comes out is going to have a lot more stats. They don't even pop our cat cabinet, unfortunately, and that's actually one thing about us being kind of too strong is our cats. Like, we only summoned 2 in the last fight, so that makes us pretty significantly weaker going into this next fight, which is definitely not ideal. We are going to take a second Sinbad, of course, here, and we get to triple our duelist. I mean, we're playing down anyway, so having a golden summoning character is just fine in our starting board. As even if it gets attacked, we're going to have the board space for it anyways. It's just if it summons the second summoner and then it gets attacked into again without our first character dying, then that could be awkward. We're going to start our Sinbads, of course. Fortunately, both of them die before anything else happens. Also, we added a shooting star just on the off chance that we're going to be able to find an Oberon. I mean, we would need to triple our Cat Queen before we play the Oberon, I think. But that would give us another avenue of attack. But yeah, this dwarf board has really exploded in stats since we saw them last. And yeah, we dropped down to 1, so we are like I said, like losing all those cat stats from dominating the previous fight kind of really bit us there, which is not great. But again, we're alive. We got 1 HP in a dream. That's all you really need. Consider taking this another crew member there, but I figured that's not how we're going to win. Just adding an extra link in the chain. We need to hit a triple here, and we do in our Sinbad, which is going to be very good. I mean, of course, it's going to give 200% stats of its stats, and that just gives us more room to get things on board. We're just going to bank a catnip in a bottle there. We make very short work of the ghost. Once again, kind kind of neutering us for the next fight. We summoned 0 cats there, so that was maybe poor planning by me. Like maybe I should have just played all my cat summons up front, just so like we can get as many summons as we can. But I don't know. It's hard to recognize that when you're. I don't really play cats that often, so that's not really a play pattern that I'm used to. I don't know if experienced cat players do that pretty often, but yeah, I definitely failed to do that there. We are going to take the Doppelganger Diamond here, which means we're going to be able to double up on our Sinbad at least. But we really need to find some way to get some more stats on our board, because right now we're not looking too great against this good boy board. We get to triple our Cat Queen, and we're going to find an Excalibur. That's exactly the infusion of stats that we need here. I think we're done with Treasure Hamster, so we can get out of this Hero Mask and keep our Harp stats. And yeah, we're going to be able to summon this 500 power. We're gonna Doppelgang summon this 500 power Sinbad, and we're gonna play as many things on the bench as possible, of course, because I mean we want to summon as many things as possible after these Sinbads die. And yeah, we're popping out 2,000 power summons now, so the amount of cats we summoned in the last fight kind of irrelevant. Not completely irrelevant, as like our things that summon are still relatively small, but yeah. We actually end up only getting a tie there. Like it was a lot closer than I thought it would be after summoning all that power. But again, like with ranged characters attacking our high attack, low defense characters, then we don't trade nearly as well as we would like to there. But we do manage to get there. And we summoned a lot of cats. We summoned 11 cats last turn. So so we're going to be much stronger in this fight at least. We're going to take another cat cabinet here. We can afford to play another 6 as well. We've got to play it in the back though, if we are going to play it though. I should probably just have like the regular duelist on as our starting board, or no, I have 2 4s. That's why I'm not playing the non-upgraded duelist first. Although maybe it should be going second. Yeah, we did pick up a chair because I mean losing the cat stats it might not be too much for us to recover from because of the Sinbad Excalibur combo. It still would be pretty detrimental. And yeah, we're against Aladdin, who now has found a Hero Helix and a Merlin's Lesson, so shooting 21 fireballs at us. Did manage to burn down our chair, but fortunately left our Cat Queen standing. And our Sinbads die in a good order, and we win pretty handily, considering how pretty well set up they were against us, I think. Although, again, the Sinbad Excalibur combo is just maybe a little bit too much. If you don't have a ton of ranged, then you're going to be in a bad way against all these stats, against the summon chain, anyways. Consider taking the Barbarossa there, or not Barbarossa, Blackbeard. It's Blackbeard, right? Yeah. I think we're going to pick up another Cat Queen here. I mean, it just gives us some amount of redundancy, and yeah, I think that's a worthy pickup anyhow. We have to play more on board now, as well as get our summon chain. And yeah, our Sinbads die in a good order here. We take out their ranged character nice and early, and yeah, the rest they just don't really stand a chance, even with their high hero attack. And yeah, we get the win in pretty dominant fashion, I would say. But yeah, like I said, there has been some adjustments. Sinbad only gives 50% of his stats now, so he is a little bit, and I think 100% upgraded. So he's definitely a little bit more reasonable. I mean, with this setup, this setup would still be extremely effective because Sinbad would still be giving 1,000 attack to all your summons. It's not 2,000, but 2,000 might be overkill. I mean, depending on some numbers do get to the point where you do need 2,000 attack, but in general, 1,000 is going to be good enough. But yeah, I don't upload a lot of cat games because I don't play a lot of cat games. To be honest, I don't find that cats win lobbies that much. Although I think that's actually going to change. Like I think cats are more likely to win with the sort of lower tempo of the lobbies in this post free roll world. So that's something I'm going to be a little bit more open to. A lot of sort of secondary, sort of tertiary strategies I think are going to be a lot more viable because of the lower power of boards in general. But yeah. Anyways, let me know if you enjoyed that. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff I'm supposed to tell you to do. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time.